Okay, so I did a video on the 8/6 polyrhythm, and I knew inevitably you're going to get tons of comments that are just like, it's 4/3 twice. And that is true if you leave it out of context. So if there's no context, yes. And 8/6 is like a 4/3 polyrhythm twice. But rhythms are just rhythms, even polyrhythms. So you could also say the same thing about, say, eighth notes and 16th notes. So out of context, this could be an eighth note, 1 and 2 and, right? But this could be a 16th note, 1 E and because again, I'm giving you no reference of time. The space is not set, so they could sound identical, even though they might look different on the music. Okay, but now let's take that eighth note and 16th note and add context to it. So let's say this is the beat. The time signature is 2/4, 1, 2, and these are quarter notes. That means eighth notes are going to be like this: 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. And at that same time, 16th notes are going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a. Because now those notes are being forced into the same time frame. So one sounds twice as fast as the other. So let's apply that same logic to 4/3 versus 8/6. So if I say this is 4/3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I could also say this is 8/6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, there's no context there. Okay, but now let's give it some context. So let's say that this is the beat, 3/4 time, and quarter note equals this. Okay, so now if I apply a 4/3 polyrhythm to that, and I use the 3 side as quarter notes, we get this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But the 8/6 polyrhythm is going to sound like this, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So notice how in that context, if we squeeze both polyrhythms into the same time frame, one sounds twice as fast as the other, just like if we did eighth notes next to 16th notes. Now just remember, the exercise that I gave no context of time. So it was just the formula to figure out the polyrhythm. But if you add context to it, that's how you distinguish something like an 8/6 versus a 4/3. They can be two very different sounds, but you have to add context to it. So I hope that makes sense.